Dad, 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 dad. Oh my goodness. Where do I start? How about the beginning? The very beginning. Actually, no, not too far back. I don't remember that. But there be times that I remember, I actually do remember. And sometimes I don't want to remember them. But sometimes they wanted to be remembered by me. And I remember them. And specifically what I'm talking about is like, I remember, or like it made me want to remember it, is when I was in elementary school, right? Back in Christ Lutheran, right? Back in elementary school. You know, I had a pretty decent. I wouldn't say yeah. I had a decent close of friends. You know, we would chill, hang out. We wouldn't hang out. I couldn't go anywhere after school because you would always pick me up. But like we would always chill out at recess. Damn, remember recess? Damn, I haven't been to recess in had years. I need to go back. Anyway. I just I remember, right? It did not want to me to remember it. I remember how back in like elementary school and also back in middle school too as well. How I remember Justin. Yeah, you remember Justin. So like I would like his mom couldn't come pick him up after school, so you would come pick him up and me up, and we would go and we come head back to the crib, and we would be eating dinner, and then we do a little bit of homework until his mom could come pick him up at our house, right? But then like, why? Not why he had to come here. Not why his mom couldn't pick him up after school, but why you did what you did when he was here at the house with us. And what I'm specifically talking about is like, let's say that the teacher would like the math workbook, bro. Those math workbooks. Anyway, right? Math workbook, right? Go to page whatever, because that's what we did today. Let's say 293. Go to page 293. Boom, we at 293. And it be like questions. And like, let's say, like, we up in elementary school, so the teachers don't want to give us that, like, a lot of homework. If only the teachers would be like that now. Right? Teacher would be like, I bet, do 1 to 100. But, only do the even numbers. I'll be like, alright, that's like only like what, 50 questions? Alright, that is 50 questions, right? That is 50 questions, right? Whatever. I'm gonna just say 50 questions because I can't do math still. So, teacher will be like, do 1 to 100, right? This teacher be having me scared back in elementary school. Be like, go to page 193, 293. I'd be like, alright. Like, I be looking through it. I see 100 questions. I'm like, oh my god, we have to do 100 questions. And then the teacher would be like, do 1 to 100. I'm like, what? I have to do all that. But then they be like, ha, Gotti. I'm gonna put the ha Gotti. But then they be like, and say psych, psych, just you just have to do 1 to 100 only evens or only odd. Let's say it's the only evens for this case, for this scenario, right? So I get home, right? I have some other like let's say I have other like for like tonight. I always cut down my homeworks and like by subject and not by what I have to do in said subject. So I get home. We get home with Justin, right? Let's say you pick us up. Boom, right? We both hop up into the back seat because you would hate for us kids to be in the front seat. I don't know why, but whenever I want to get into the front seat, you always be like, hit to the back. Go to the back. You be like you be like a bus driver back in the late 1900s or whatever Rosa Parks was from, and be like, hit to the back. You gotta go to the back. You can't be up in the front. No sir. And that became me tight because like all the other kids, when they get picked up, they be riding in the front, and I be wanting to do that because like only time I would ride in the front would be like with my mommy, and like that only didn't happen until like what, elementary? Oh wait, we're talking about elementary. Like it didn't really start happening until like 5th grade. Like I had to go through like the whole of like 4th grade with just going into the back, and that'd be depressing, and I didn't like that. But then like anyway, right? We both, me and Justin, yeah, I'm gonna just say me and Justin. I know it's not proper English, but whatever. So me and Justin, right? We would both hop up in the car, come home, we eat dinner, right? Boom, dinner's done. So then you be talking about like, I hope you all have at least 8 homeworks tonight. I'm like, what? Like, why would you wish for that? I don't understand. That boggles my mind. Why would you wish for your son to have more homework than he needs to have? Because technically, thinking about it, the more homework that he needs, the more homework that he have, right? The more, and this was like during a time where y'all would still check my work. So check this out. Let's say I did have 8 homeworks, right? That how you wanted me to have, right? So boom, I'll have 8 homeworks, right? The more homework I have, the more time I would have to finish on them. And like back in elementary, I know you remember, back in elementary, middle school, I would have to stay up until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And like I was a little kid. I wouldn't mind staying up like that for like on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. But I was doing homework. I wasn't trying to go all night with the homework. If I was watching TV or playing video games, I would be chilling. But I had to do homework up until 10 o'clock at night, and I was not valid. So you wishing that I had 8 type of homeworks. So I have 8 homeworks, right? Boom. The more homeworks I have, the more time I would have to spend on it, right? So if I have to spend more time on homework, that means more time for you to have to come look over my work, see if it's right. And then if it's not right, you have to come set it there because like you were difficult. You instead of just giving me the answer, you would say like, oh, how did you get the answer? I don't care how I got the answer. If the question is 3 times 3, and then be multiple choice questions, A is like 5, and then B is like 9, and like C is like 100, and like D is like 25. Wait, hold up. What was the question? I said 3 times 3. Okay. So like, yeah. And like, I know it's 3. I said 3. I know it's 9. I know the answer is, I would actually say B for this scenario. I know the answer is B. Why? Because I could just do it quickly in my head. 3 times 3, 9. Alright? But like, no, you have to figure out how exactly, what was all the steps that you had to do in said equation to get to the number 9. I'm like, this is 3 times 3. We're not doing physics. This is not, we're not learning how to build a quantum computer. It's 3 times 3. But then you be wilding. You be doing too much. And it be with the PEMDAS questions too. I'm not going to name a PEMDAS question because that's mad work. But anyway. Right? Yo, yeah. Yeah. I'll have a lot of homeworks. More time I have homework, I have to spend more time on it. Most of the time it'd be wrong. So you have to come look back at my work. See that I'm wrong. Explain to me what I did wrong. Explain to me how I get the right answer without telling me what the right answer is. That's a whole lot of time being wasted. Plus, you had to work nights. So, like you just not wasting time, but like you technically you just wishing for you to not get sleep, for you to not go to work, you wishing for you to not get a lot of sleep for when you have to go to work. And like that don't make no sense to me. Cause like then you just be wishing like, oh yeah, I'll be sleeping on the job. You sleep on the job, you get fired. You get fired, we'll have no house. We'll have no house, we'll be homeless. We'll be homeless. That's already it. We're homeless. We're gone. We're on the streets. Okay? We're on the streets. So you need your sleep. And the way for you to get your sleep is for you to just telling me the right answer. Because when you tell me the right answer, that's less time I have to spend on finding the answer because I already have it. So like I just have the right answer. Boom. Write it down. Pack it up in my bag. Send it off to the teacher. It's the right answer. Give me 100, and you be happy that you be happy that your son get 100. Plus, I'll be happy that I don't have to spend a lot of time on my homework. It's a win-win. But nah. You didn't want to do that, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's really not cool at all. That was a whole lot of time being wasted doing homework when I could have been. Yo, who is doing that? I'm trying to make a video. I have no idea who that is. Yo, why they gotta do this now? Y'all still hear it. Anyway. Gotta close the window. Y'all still hear it. Why is that so? Oh, it stopped. Okay, let me open back up my window. Cool. What was I saying? Yeah, and I never understood that about you. Another thing that I don't understand about you, why can't I sit in the front seat? Like, why? What's so wrong about the front seat? I don't understand. If anything, it's safe because, like, in the front seat, I get an air cushion. In the back seat, there is no air. I said air cushion. Airbags. Front seat, there's airbags. Back seat, there's no airbags. So I'll just be crashing up into the back of the seat, and like that's like it'd be like a cushion in the back of the seat, but like it's not like air. It's still you hit your head hard enough on there, it will like break your nose. So like if anything, I should be sitting in the front seat because like the airbags, you feel me? Anyway. Let me talk more about my life. I think this might be the first video that is over 30 minutes, but I don't know. We'll see. Talked about elementary school, talked about middle school, high school. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. High school, school of high kids. Nothing much really happened in 9th grade, except what I never understood about you specifically, Father, is that this is why I never talk. This is why. Listen. This is why I never, ever talk to you about females at my school, because you'd always give the same answer, and I don't want to hear that because I know it's not true. It's not. Back in the 70s, all a man had to do to get a female is wear a special type of socks. It's not that easy. At least now. Jeez. I wear some neon lime light up socks outside. People think I'm gay. Anyway. What I never understood, right, is that, like, listen. You need to listen to me right now. Right here, right now, listen to me. Check this out. So, this is a scenario, right? I'm not going to say out names because I'm not just going to. So, let's just say, right, this is middle school, 6th grade. No, actually, I was talking about high school. I'm bugging. This is high school, 10th grade, right? I'm in the school for about, let's say, and you know that I was in a new school in 10th grade. So I was in the school, right? And let's just say like around before Christmas breaks, like December before Christmas break, right? I find a girl that I would like to talk to. I would like to get to know. I would get to know each other better. I would get to know us better, and maybe we could date. I don't know, maybe. But right, I would because I barely have any experience talking to females because I'm a freaking socially. I'm not socially awkward. I'm just awkward. And I would try to talk to a female, but then she don't be liking me as usual. Not really a sucker there. So what is the ever teenage guy to do? Well, he wants to get to a girl. Why don't he talk to his father? He knows how to get a girl, right? Or at least apparently he wifed up a woman. So apparently he knows how to get a girl. So you go to him. This is normal dads. This is normal fathers. They be like, okay, so what you gotta do, right? You gotta come in there all chill. Don't not be too chill to where like you looking like a bum, but like you just chilling, you vibing. So you walk up into the classroom, you give her a little nod, and you sit back down and you ignore her for the rest of this thing, for the rest of the class. She be interested, like why did he nod to me? So she goes up to him in the halls, and then you talk her down a little bit. Y'all chilling in the hallways, and then y'all go to your next class. Boom, y'all already talked for a little bit, so it won't be a little creepy when you go sit next to her, right? Y'all go sit next to her. Y'all giving each other answers on the classwork. Boom. Y'all giving each other answers on the classwork. She might need help for the homework. Y'all get each other's numbers. Boom. Y'all already got each other's numbers. And like it be like that. That's what normal fathers do. I don't know what's up with my father. I say, hey, I want to talk to a female. Oh, get your grades up. What? Get your grades up. Girls like grades. Get good grades. You need to get good grades for you to talk to a female. You can't talk to no female unless you have good grades. What? You know how many females I have met and beef it? They don't want no kid with good grades. At least most of them. They just want a gangster who play basketball and will come good. That's all they want. They don't want no kid with good grades. They just want a hood. They just want a hood nigga who play basketball and could good. That's all. And if you haven't realized what I'm trying to say, then I'm gonna just say it out because most girls, I'm not saying most girls, but like girls up in beef it, they just want a hood nigga who play basketball that could fuck them good. That's all. They not worrying about no grades. They're not worried about your GPA. They're not worried about what college you going to. They're not worried about none of that. What's your market period thing looking like? They're not worried about the scores on your regions. Nah, all you gotta be is most of the time in high school, as long as you're 6 foot and play basketball and you could last long, you be valid. You be getting all the females. But nah, I was a little short guy, played no sports, and I ain't never had sex before, so I don't know how long I'll last. Shit. And I come to you for advice. And you say good grades. The only reason why you said that is because you want me to have good grades. You're like, I bet. So if I tell this boy to get good grades to get girls, he'll get good grades. And then at the end of the day, he still won't have a girl. Like, why? 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 Don't make no sense. I don't understand that. I don't. And it's just yeah. Um what else? All right. So there was more stuff I got to talk about too as well. So I don't know why, right? I don't know why. Why my eye is itching. Specifically why I get my phone taken away so much. I don't. I really and truly don't because like my eye is really itching. Okay, that's better. Yeah, no, it's not. Uh, okay, wait, nope. Okay, that's better. So, what was I saying? Yeah, my phone. So, it be dumb stuff that you be taking my phone for, and I know that you don't feel like it's dumb, but it's truly dumb. It's pretty much idiotic. Like I remember this one time. When I was chilling in the room. I was watching YouTube, right? I stay watching YouTube. I have no life. Anyway, um, right? I was in my room watching YouTube on the TV, right? And like it was the fan was inside the room, but like the fan was facing the other way, and it was off. The fan was facing the wall, right? But it was off, right? You come barging in the room. Uh, you came barging in the room, right? And then you yell at me, why is the fan turned the other way? I'm like, wait, it is? Because I had no idea. I'm just sitting there watching YouTube. I I didn't even know the fan was facing the other way. To be honest, I don't think the fan. I don't even think that I knew that the fan was in the room. Anyway, yeah. So I'm like, oh, it is. He's like, you're sitting right. You're sitting right there, and you don't know. I'm like, I didn't even know that the fan was in the room. And then you're like, give me the phone. I'm like, why? And like the fan was facing the other way. And like this is most of the time, at least recently, this is why I don't give you my phone because like you be wanting to take it for no reason. Apparently, I all for no reason. Apparently, and it was another time. It was another time when you were saying how like uh you was telling me about like how I needed to clean the house. Not the part where we living in the house, right? So then like you were saying how I needed to clean the house. So like I bet. So like I swept. I swept from like my room to like the kitchen, right? And then right I was like I'm done. So then you were like, all right, bet you have to mop it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm on my way downstairs to go get the mop, but then you was like, where you going? And I'm like, I'm about to go get the mop. You just said mop the house, so I'm about to go mop the house with the mop. But then you're like, nah, I don't want you to do that. That's easy. You're always trying to take the easy way out. Go get the blue chucks. And this is what I want you to do. So you got on your hands and knees like a caveman. you got your, you got on your hands and knees and start mopping the floor with the blue chuck like this in a circular motion. And I'm like, why would I do all of that? Break my back, hurt my knees when I could just go get the mop. And you was saying you was giving some lame excuse saying that's what you want. I never understood why parents say that. Why do you want it? Because this is how I want it done. Okay, but there's easier ways to do it. Like you don't see people going like, actually yeah you do, but that's not my point. You don't see you don't, yeah, actually no. You don't see people going outside getting rocks and stones and writing on pavement. Nah, you want to write down something, you go get a pencil. Or you want to write, or people, sometimes you don't even see people using pencils anymore. You just see them taking notes on their phone. So, like, you on your hands and your knees, right? You already got a bad back. But you want me to get up on my hands and knees. And I already have a bad back. So, we both have a bad back. But yet, you want us. No, you want me. Sorry, you want me to be getting on my hands and knees. And then, like, you have to show me how to do it. So then that means you have to also get on your hands and knees and wipe down the floor like this with the soap on the other side. I don't understand that. I don't. Like, why would I do all that when I could just go get a mop? And I'd be saving time. Talking about saving time, I'm talking about the dishes. Yo, the dishes. Listen about the dishes. I was watching a video. It was in multiple videos, actually. It was in multiple videos where they was saying how what they were saying was how that you actually save 10% more water than using the dishwasher than actually hand washing. So we have a dishwasher. We don't ever use we have never used the dishwasher. How long we had the new kitchen? We haven't even used the new kitchen to its full compatibility yet. And we had this thing for like, what, a year or two? And we ain't never used the dishwasher. Nah. You just got us humans doing back-breaking labor washing dishes when we could, honestly, it don't make no sense. Because, like, first of all, when you use the dishwasher, the machine one, and not your son, you first off, you'll be wasting 10% more water, and that's 10% more money. So that's more money in your pocket, right? Second of all, it's less time being wasted because the time that the dishes are in the dishwasher washing themselves, you could be doing something that's, I don't know, productive or whatever. But it's just a waste of time, money, and water to be hand washing every single dish when you could just throw every single dish at one time, one go do something else, wait until the beep thing, and then you take it out, and like it be drying by itself, so you don't even have to dry it. So like you're wasting time on water. You're wasting time on washing the dishes. You're wasting time on soap. You wasting soap. You're wasting water. You're wasting money. You're wasting time. You've been wasting time, money, soap, water. Right? To be washing those dishes, and then at the end of the day you gotta dry them and then you gotta put them back. At least with the dishwasher, you just gotta put them back. You don't gotta dry them, you ain't gotta wash them, just none of that hassle. And then talking about hassle, we still cleaning the house when we have a robot vacuum. Like, I don't understand this. We wash it, we clean in the house when we have a robot vacuum. We got that. We have that type of technology now. We have it in the house. It's not like we have it as a general human thing. Nah, we have it in the house. We ain't never used it. Just like that thing, just like the dishwasher, just sitting there collecting dust. I don't get that. I don't understand. I don't. I truly don't. Anyway, I said my piece. And this video is still under 30 minutes. I'm going to finish this up so it could be under 30 minutes. Alright, guys, that can be it. I said what all I had to say. And that's it. I'm out. Peace.